the industry moved in?
Well, Mary's condition, I blame myself a lot for this. I've been around enough gas and oil really to know what they do, when they do. You just don't know when they're going to do it. But those people was really we'd done lost our security. We'd done lost our water well. We knew all the things that was happening to us. We didn't know where to go. We're too old to move again. And I guess with that, I got my tools and equipment and went up behind the house, and I was helping my son. I was getting briars out of and improving his meadow some, enlarging it. And for some reason I decided that I would better go home. I don't know what I thought Mary wanted to talk to me or tell me something or something. I don't know what happened. I threw my tools down, and I never do that, but I did. I walked in and I walked fast. I come right in the back door, and I never noticed anything. But I come in the back door and I said, Mary. No answer. I walked on in a little bit, and Mary sits there, and her face was just as dark as this thing here. And immediately when I seen her face sitting there, I knew what had happened. I had had enough safety courses, been around enough people. When you get enough methane gas, you turn dark, real dark. I immediately knew, and I tried to get her, but I couldn't. She wouldn't speak. She didn't really resist or anything, but she didn't really help me that much. I had to get her out of there, and I got her out, and I thought, well, if I hit that starter on that car, this whole thing's liable to blow up. But what other option did I have? I couldn't carry her. I wasn't going to leave her. So I went ahead and got in the car. And I'll tell you, it bothers me to this day. I got her in the car, I went ahead and had to start her because I had no other choice, and it didn't blow. And we started up the road. I rolled the windows down, and we got about halfway between Hartford and Hackett, and I noticed her face had beginning to turn red. And somewhere along in there she mumbled, I don't know, wasn't very clear. We got to the Sparks Hospital, and she had begun to say a few words, but she didn't know anything and wasn't really clear. But anyway, we went through all of that process. From the time I saw her, they checked her blood pressure pretty quick after we got there and went through the process. It was 237 something, but I don't remember what. So they kept her. And I stayed with her. When she began to come around and talk and everything seemed all right, and the doctor said, well, after she stayed there a while, he was going to release her. Her blood pressure was still somewhat high, but it was down to like 170 something. And we was talking anyway. I said something about, when I first saw her, it scared the little lights out of me, and he said something. He said, yeah, and he said in about 10 more minutes, he said it would have probably been too late. So we didn't know at the time that anything was going to happen. I mean, I'm not a medical profession by a long shot. I have learned